Hey everyone, my name is Donnie Lowy from Closeout Hope you're having an amazing day today. Today I'd like to talk to you about Target pallets. A pallet, first of all, as you know, is an assortment of merchandise, or it could be a collection of a single item but in large quantities. A pallet is going to could give you different merchandise at a wholesale price or at a below wholesale price. The reason people buy pallets is for the opportunity usually to have a variety of merchandise, because most pallets consist of a variety of items, and to have the opportunity to buy those items at a below wholesale price. And if a pallet is being liquidated, then that should give you a below wholesale price. Now, one of the things you should know when you buy liquidation pallets from Target, first of all, you could buy those pallets through B-Stock Solution. They have a marketplace set up for Target. One of the things that you should know is that the merchandise that Target sells is of a certain quality, and you have to determine if that quality, if that level of merchandise is appropriate for your customers. It might be a great fit, it might not be a great fit, but the way you determine that is by actually going into Target as a consumer, buying some of the merchandise, trying it out, try some of their clothing, buy some of the accessories that they sell, and see if those items actually work for you, and if you believe those items would work for your customers. If you cannot go to a Target in person, go to their website, place an order, try out some of the merchandise, show it to your customers, see what your customers think, and determine if that's the type of merchandise that would work for your customers. Now, if you are going to buy a liquidation pallet of merchandise from Target, get a manifest so you can see what's inside, what the contents are. If you cannot get a manifest, then you need to for sure go into the stores and look at the category of merchandise that's going to be in the pallet, and go into the store and locate that type of merchandise, so you could determine if that merchandise would work for your customers, and try to anticipate or actually see in the store why the merchandise is returned, so you can have a general idea of the condition of the merchandise, and this way you will know if that merchandise makes sense and if you can sell it in the condition that the merchandise is in. Now, when you buy that merchandise, if you have a manifest, that's great, because it'll give you an idea what you can expect. If you don't have a manifest, then you have to be aware that it could be random items, and try to see if those items could work for you. Now, what I would recommend to you is try to find a retailer that is already buying liquidation pallets from Target, or go to a wholesale warehouse where they buy pallets of merchandise from Target, and see what kind of merchandise is available for sale, and that'll give you an idea if you should be buying those pallets as well. You can actually, if you want, you can buy a pallet, let's say, from a wholesaler, even though you're buying from a middleman. Buy a pallet of Target merchandise. If you're not ready to buy, let's say, a truckload, or maybe Target, if you go to the B-Stock Solutions site and you go to the Target Marketplace, maybe the pallets being offered are out of your budget, but you can order a smaller quantity of Target merchandise through a wholesaler. That might make sense. You buy that merchandise, even though you're paying a slightly higher price, because if you are paying a slightly higher price but you're getting a smaller quantity, then your investment is lower, and if it doesn't work out, then hopefully it won't hurt you, because you've only spent a much smaller amount of money than you would have if you'd bought an entire pallet. But if you feel confident in the type of merchandise that you're going to get, and you feel confident in being able to sell the merchandise, you've done your research and you've made that decision, then it might make sense for you to go ahead and buy the pallet directly from the Target Marketplace on B-Stock Solutions. And one thing I would suggest to anyone, whether you're buying a pallet or you're buying by the piece, and it really doesn't matter what kind of merchandise you're buying, don't get caught up in the excitement of buying merchandise at a very low price. You need to make sure that it is merchandise that you can resell, and that you have customers for that merchandise. What will happen sometimes is people get very excited by, let's say, selling on eBay, or they become an Amazon seller, and they can't wait to buy any merchandise and to start putting it up for auction on eBay, or to send it into the FBA Amazon program, where Amazon fulfills the orders for you. But then they discover that that there's not a market for on eBay, because there's so much or there could be a market even, but there's so much merchandise being flooded on eBay in that category that the prices are very low, or that Amazon restricts the sales for certain items. So make sure that you do have a marketplace, and make sure you have a backup marketplace, that if you plan to sell it on eBay and the prices are too low on eBay, you have another way to sell it. If you plan to sell on Amazon and some of those items are restricted, or there are other sellers selling those items at too low of a price, then try to find for yourself another marketplace and be ready with another marketplace. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. The next time you are in New York, you're welcome to visit my warehouse. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. I'm located in a neighborhood called Greenpoint in Brooklyn, and the next time you are in New York or in the New York area, you're welcome to visit. Thank you so much. Have a good, amazing day.